Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on down to Pat O'Hara Reserve. It's Perth Bayswater taking on UWA. Jacob Brewis for Perth Bayswater. It's 150th Premier Grade cap this afternoon. He's taking on an informed UWA side who are quick and fast. Big thank you to NITV and Rugby WA for putting this one on. Let's see who takes away the bickies.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on down to Pat O'Hara Reserve. Kickoff has just happened. Bayswater running right to left on your screen, and there's been a knock on immediately. Not the start to the game Vander Hayden was looking for. It's going to be a big hot contest this afternoon.
Gents, as we spoke, good binds, keep it straight and square, and stability.
Your referee for this fixture, Ian Sunderland. Calm, composed individual who's going to keep all the niggle under wraps today, hopefully. Both of these teams are going to be going at each other hard. First scrum of the afternoon, Bayswater ball, 25 out from the line. Plenty of width to work with. UWA push hard, get up on the left side, need to make sure they don't just straight wheel. Small knock on inside the scrum there, maybe no, and it's gone down, yes. Just the slightest knock on from the halfback at the back there. UWA backs come in and tell them all about it.
Okay, knocked on by 9.
Certainly going to be a big, hard contest from both sides this afternoon. Expect a lot of hard ball running from the O'Sullivan brothers from UWA there in 7 and 10 this afternoon. Brendan Voss has been in form at 9 as well. Harry Scoble as well, the hook up. UWA, great as always, a good Stableford there. The front row for Bayswater, they've been very promising up front. Been leading the team around the park through Brewster, Feeder and Veach. As we wait, no chance for Vorster to feed this time, will reset. And then plenty of speed out wide in 11, Sonata Payne.
Sure you got a bind, okay?
Damien Menard in 14, they can certainly run quick.
Same again.
It's interesting to see here, Vaya, number 10 for Perth Bayswater. Very elusive with the ball in hand sometimes. He's a ball running 10 that doesn't always seem to get hit. The ball finds its way late into the one of his favourite men's hands. And they love a bit of a piercing gap. Expect him to go coast to coast. First penalty of the afternoon, straight down far side. UWA, solid 2 scrums early.
Mate, you just work a bit harder to keep straight, okay?
Safety kick first one, only makes its way just near halfway. We're going to get a great view of this first line out. Rusty with ball in hands, goes to 5. It's a great throw, picked up at the back, and the ball gets free now. O'Sullivan, to O'Sullivan as well. Coming from the outside, Young. Short side opportunity, O'Sullivan gives this one wider now. Chance for short haul, brought down 40 metres out from the line. Looking to use the ball quickly. They've been the informed side. They've beaten Cottesloe. And it sure rocked them. I think it was nearly a 50 points they put on him. Penalty comes backwards, Bayswater now.
Number 5.
5 green from the side. Jack
Not
Bromley had what some would say one of his breakout years last year. He's been good for a while. But ever since he jumped over that ruck wide last year, leaping over the opposition with those big long legs, he's never looked back. Bayswater progressed to the 40. Stolen.
No,
Aiden. Forster had a little look over the top, but they decide to go wide. Higo with ball in hand, gets on the outside of his opposite man, brought down at halfway. Foster, short side, good little pop ball. Prop running well, that was Thomas Wilson. No, sorry, thought it was the 3, it was the 8, Kieran Westlake. No roll, Bayswater. So a couple early penalties, trying to get these rucks into a nice, pretty little picture early here. Ball's advanced to just outside the 22, UWA with the first attacking set piece of the game. Bromley up at 4. Ball formed that goes to ground from both sides. O'Sullivan has to reach behind him to grab it. Higo runs a sharp line to assist. Foster, short side, Wilson, Bromley. Inside check ball. Pick and go, advancing well into the 22 now. Opportunity is all in front of UWA. Dishing it backwards, O'Sullivan manages to get hands free, and this one's fired all the way wide. Sharwood.
Advantage 14, not rolling.
Another advantage for not rolling. And straight through the middle. Vorster's going to score UWA's first. Penalty advantage was there. Bayswater looked up to spread. Vorster put his head down and just took the first points of the match. Kick comes and conversion is successful. UWA add the extra 2. It's going to be 7 points to 0. Very early in this affair.
Right.
Restart now for Bayswater to get back in. Kick goes up to the 22. Westlake to return. Does well. And support arrives perfectly in time. Late clean out, a little bit of a hip. Ball dished out the back. O'Sullivan does well to keep that one alive, and no, just lost forward in there. Could have been a big opportunity, Bromley to go.
Say that again. Okay, I'll have a word with him. Black 8. Be sure to bind on the ruck, okay, please? There's the mark.
Leave the rock.
No, it's 8 only. Mate, binds and keep it up, please.
Big scrum opportunity here, Perth Bayswater. Pretty much centre field, 23 out from the line. They're split.
Crouch!
With the 4 on the right.
Bind!
2 and 2 set up, 2 front, 2 back. just 2 out the left. 2 of them virtually behind the scrum though, so they could split either way, and they're going to get a penalty. Far side, up early.
Number 1.
So opportunity to take the points, and wisely so, Bayswater do.
Talk to captain. Black 8. Make sure you bind at the ruck, please. You're entering into the ruck, don't go in shoulder first.
Cleaning?
Yeah, cleaning out, make sure you... At the ruck.
Penalty conversion successful. 7 points to 3 the score down here in your Fortescue Premier Grade Clash of the Week. Both teams just feeling each other out at this stage. Couple set pieces. Both been testing either way. And as expected, this game has started an absolute cracking pace.
So keep an eye on the catch.
Long kick off UWA, deep in the 22, and they'll go straight to the boot. And not gaining too many metres there. It's going to pull out about 30 metres out from UWA's line. Sorry, from Bayswater's own line. And they're going to send in a 6-man line out and fan everyone out across the back. Up at 6. Van der Hayden pulls that one down. O'Sullivan bumbling that one forward to O'Sullivan. Must have been just backwards through their hands and now lost forward in the contact surely.
Lost forward by Green.
Perth Bayswater are going to escape with one. Scrum inside their own 22. Interesting to see how quickly they're firing this ball across the back. They want to get it wide and they want to play quick. Bayswater tend to like to set their forward pods on each side of the field, and they go coast to coast with the forward pods, wait for the opportunity for the backs to crack through the middle with an overlap. And UWA just want to play fast, hard, wide rugby. Get it through the hands and see where they can get round the corner. Ball goes in immediately. UWA get a big shove on this time. Ball's available at the back. Foster's going to have a little look at the line. Gets brought to ground after popping out.
That turnover's fine.
Turnover's good. Plenty of numbers in the ruck for Bayswater, and now the men go back for UWA, realising what's just happened. Slow ball. Pocket. Clearing kick. It's not out. It is out, but we'll play it quick. Opportunity for Shortall. Shortall beats the first. Cracks through, tries to beat the second, does so now.
Advantage, not forward.
Lost forward once again though. UWA just can't keep their hands on the pill at the moment. We're going to set up the exact same piece here. Bayswater in the pocket, clearing kick comes. I think it came from Thornley. Makes its way into touch inside the 22, and this one we're going to have to wait for. So not the best kick, the second one to clear. UWA with another chance to pierce at the line.
He's staying on, guys. He's okay.
Such an interesting way they set this back line up off a line out. UWA, they back in the ability of Bungard to pass it from halfback. This one they bring down though.
No,
set up a minor maul. Four's got to go back round. Scoble's got it in the back, forced to a fold in now. And now the counter shove comes, so UWA get it out. O'Sullivan.
No.
Inside check. UWA inside the 22. Centre field.
Advantage. Slowing it
Advantage
down.
coming as well. Penalty.
Number 6. Hands in, slowing it down. Let go immediately.
Professional foul there. See if UWA responding can't get those 3 points back that were taken.
Shot.
And they do. So 7-3 at the moment. And UWA going to push this one back out to a 7-point lead. Penalty successful. UWA get the 3 points back that they were looking for. 10 points to 3. 7-point margin.
The last one, a good picture from them, okay? Jake.
Perth Bayswater kick off back.
And when he's kicking, not move, okay? Not block, yeah, just like that. I didn't have a number, mate.
High kick off to a similar position on the 22 and have to accept the hit once again. A little bit of an off the ball hit there as well. But Bayswater come through, get the turnover. Westlake couldn't hang on to it. Now Bayswater firing out wide. Vaya.
Tackle!
Tackle made now.
No. Advantage, side entry 6.
Now they get penalty advantage as well. Bayswater have an opportunity to crack inside the 22. Doing so now, crawling the extra
Back
couple
there.
metres. Ball comes out from the half. Now we look deep. Opportunities now out wide for Sonata Payne.
Release!
Tackle made, release. Sullivan couldn't rip. Crash ball from Pauta. Now flat ball. Fires deep. Straight and run. El Sara was the ball carrier. Kandai gets him centre field.
Advantage offside 6.
Penalty advantage again now. UWA need to be careful. Six green offside. Geordie Bungard.
Over there, just outside the 15, or here for offside? Outside the 22 on the 50. Okay, here. Offside. Last 2 penalties against 6.
So Bungard just getting a special extra mention there
Shot.
from the referee. Perth Bayswater point to the post again.
We can't be taking points. We go to the line, have a go. Why do we take points? Just let us have a go at the line.
Malcia goes 2 for 2. Adds the extra 3 points.
I meant when you're
10 points to 6 the ball game now.
Oh, I thought you meant
Bayswater well in this one.
Oh, that's fine, we'll keep going. Nah, well out of play.
Centre field kickoff just up to the 22. Bayswater get the ball back. Stops, just slows this one down. Lets it release for a little forward pod to jig on the outside. Good run by Bust. Clearing kick. Bounces just in field and now makes its way into touch. And the chase was very good from Perth Bayswater, not allowing them to go quickly. Good net gain of 50, 60 metres there.
And I can't see much from the front of the sun, so I'm going to...
A little bit of honesty there from the referee, Ian Sunderland, as well. Couldn't see from the front. I'll move myself to the back, boys. Bromley jumps sharply. And O'Sullivan fires out to the back line now. Westlake brought to ground, 24 out. And Rory O'Sullivan just to ground.
Stay on there.
UWA happy to keep crashing this one up. Westlake with another carry. Now they fan out and they've got numbers wide if they want. Scoble. Penalty against 3. No release, but there was also some big clean outs on the side of that ruck. That could have been danger, danger, danger as well.
Shot.
And wisely, Perth Bayswater take another shot. It's rule number 1 in rugby in my books. If you've listened to me before, take the points. And with a handy little boot. To Marcia, looking to go 3 for 3 this afternoon so far. And to make this a 1-point ball game already.
Anything for me, gents? Awesome.
This one just curling on the right-hand side 22. Of the upright. It's going to be a 22 dropout. Score remains 6 points to 10. Perth Bayswater do look like they've settled into this game nicely now. They've met the initial pace of UWA.
Go ahead, make it. Substitutions. Just hold for 1 second.
Early substitution here for UWA.
It's gone? Okay. Okay, time back on.
Very long 22 dropout. Bayswater retain the ball, moving themselves up to halfway. Great offload off the deck. It's really well done by Marcia. And Payne brings it to ground and they secure now. Now they fire it back door. Veve offloads wide and now goes even wider once again. Bayswater with a little bit of space to move, but this one might have just been lost forward and is. UWA with loss forward advantage, have a little crack at the line. Scoble goes to ground nicely.
Okay, advantage over.
Connor O'Sullivan beats the first tackle. He's one-on-one with the fullback. Gets in a little bit of footwork going now. He's just trying to outpace them all. Kicks clear, and he's going to go solo all the way himself. UWA score again. He's been such a talent the last couple of years, Connor O'Sullivan. Absolutely dicing through the defence. Saw he had a little bit of a gap centre field, took it on, stepped once, stepped twice, beat the fullback on the outside, absolutely wrong-footed him. Thought for a moment there, Payne, the winger coming across, was going to get a hand on him, but just didn't seem to commit to the big dive. And Connor O'Sullivan scores for UWA, scoring their second, as now you see, just as he beats them all, and he knows exactly how to finish them right under the sticks. Doesn't often have to score out wide. 15 points to 6, kick to come here. And Young adds the extra 2, 17 to 6. UWA regain a little bit of control in this contest. Bayswater need to not panic. Plenty of time left in this game. Taking the points has been good for them, and all they have to do is maintain this pressure and territory like they are just there. Forcing a little knock on off the kickoff and getting ball back straight away. Attack the line, draw the penalty, take the points, no need to panic. If you can do that all day to a side like UWA, it'll frustrate them that they're not pulling away. Scrums have been solid as well. Certainly a smaller forward pack, but they can sink and they can do a little bit of technical work. I like their lock set up as well. It's very good by Kandai and Thornley.
Bind! Set!
Stops with the feed. UWA with a good shove once again though. It's not going to happen every time, but it happened this time. And just pops out the other side of the tunnel. A little bit of a sneaky hand from one of the Perth Bayswaters. I believe it could have been even number 4 and number 7 on this side here.
There's the mark.
Just using his hand to keep it in, but the referee blowing that one up and we'll have it straight back. I think it was Candy.
Stand up again, get set right, okay? They just weren't.
Pressure on Bayswater now. On their own feed, need to get this right.
Call that ball in. Let's go. Seconds. Box in. Come on, boys. Come on, boys.
Crouch!
Sink there.
Bind! Set!
Ready! Ready!
Good hit again. But UWA just too strong immediately. The number 8 has to pick.
Hands in scrum.
But this time gets picked up. As I saw, there was a handy little hand in the previous scrum. This time gets pinged for it.
Number 4.
Kandai. Just getting pinged, knowing his team was under pressure in the scrum and doing all that he can, but the referee picking up on it. Not the best kick from Young that time, but they'll take the line out nonetheless. 4-man setup. Stolen at the front, Bromley couldn't quite get it there. Now the ball goes across the back. Vayave dishing it out a little bit wider.
Tackle!
Nasia getting all kinds of wrapped up centre field. Far side. Almost a chance for an interception, but they find it onto the wing. Bayswater now. Looks like they're trying to set up their game plan, but the bounce pass happens. Messiah kicks inside the 22. They let it bounce, but no one's home. There's a little bit of spare grass here if this one can stay in, but just fades its way into touch. Solid kick from the angle he was on, though. And UWA have progressed themselves about 45 metres. Perth Bayswater ball. It's tougher to throw. Bayswater win their own feed. Marcia with another big hit, but there's calls of not releasing. Bay of 8 takes the line on himself. Stops. Finds a forward pod stripped. O'Sullivan searching for it. Finding out wide UWA. Vanderhayden. Forced it to Scoble. Good leg drives underneath the first hit. Need to roll there, Bayswater. Very lucky to get away with that one. Young in at 12. Brought to ground, Churchwood. Young, wide, O'Sullivan, wider, and now lost forward.
Forward pass. Thank you. Mark?
And the O'Sullivans thought they were away again, but definitely lost forward on the far side there. No tricking the referee. Might have just been short all.
Forward. Yeah. Let's go, Bayswater.
Bayswater need an answer to these scrums. Maybe that's what they're trying to have a little meeting about. On their own feet, just need to hook it and set in. Absorb the pressure. Don't need to try their own leg drive. And it's all on Josh Stops to get this ball in and out as quick as he can.
Bind!
Touchy.
Set!
UWA have turned it over once again, though.
Jake. Stay on.
And they pull the penalty standing up. Not staying straight in the scrum. Very, very wise. UWA just keep that one in, cause a little bit of disruption. Bungard could have picked and gone, but just left it in. They've drawn the penalty. And UWA another chance to attack. Kick finds its way inside the 22.
Right, once the ball's in, I'll shoot around.
Six-man line out. UWA backs a set. Same as before, where the 9's in the back line. This one doesn't go to hand. Bayswater win it at the back. That's a good help, but then it's stripped in the contest. Bromley goes forward. Foster fires out for O'Sullivan. Young, fight over the top. Now the 14 for UWA. Gets himself wrapped up. Penalty comes UWA, and we're going to talk about it.
Time off. Hey, deliberately play that with your hand, knocking it at the ruck.
So deliberately knocking that one out the side of the ruck. It was a good bit of vision from your referee in Sunderland. Professional foul, and that'll put Perth Bayswater down to 14 on the pitch.
Yeah, you got your reward for that. Okay, who's gone off? Number. Back on.
UWA look like they're going to take the scrum. really start putting some pressure on Perth Bayswater from the referee here.
Crouch!
Short side's been left open
Fine.
by UWA. Bayswater put one there just in case.
Set!
Feed comes in now, and they're not all too concerned with the massive shove,
Stay
but
on.
it starts to rumble anyway. They could walk this one further, but no, they take it out now. Vorster tries to beat his man around the outside. Higo, tied up underneath
Release.
the sticks, needs to let go. Quick ball fires, numbers out to the left. It's 4 on none. Just need to pass it out, and they get over the line. Caleb Young scores. UWA too good. Way too good at line attack, and they've lengthened their lead. 22-6, kick to come. As you saw, the quick ball just firing up once the Higo was caught under the sticks. There was no one out there. There was another 3 men on the outside of Caleb Young then. Could have given it. Could have had heaps of fun for one of his men on the outside, but decided that's my try. I'll take that one for myself. Young with the kick and a successful one. 24 points to 6 is the score at the moment. Bayswater to get us back underway. Pressure building on them now to answer back in this first half, but they've only got 14 men on the field. Big hit from the kickoff once again. UWA managed to not knock it on this time.
Tackle, release!
Sullivan fights outside the 22. No release penalty coming the way of
Can I just go?
UWA.
You're fine, but slow release by 2 black. That must release once the man goes to ground. You're fine, Jake. 2 must release.
It's a penalty going against Tafu.
Three minutes.
Young finds touch just past halfway. And UWA start to just build the grind here this afternoon. They've found a nice little pace, not too quick, not too slow, but it's exactly where they want to be. Hard, fast running rugby. They jump it out at 7 and they get it off the top nicely. Vorster dishing, eventually
Release.
finds its way to Connor. Now we come back the other way. O'Sullivan out wide again now. Inside ball doesn't quite be held onto by Squabble.
Knock on advantage.
Lost forward advantage. Opportunity Bayswater.
Number 4, straight over the top, playing the ball.
And 4 green straight over the top. Heard it here there. Jack Bromley, rare mistake from him. Bayswater with the opportunity to clear now. Just finding its way to half.
All right, keep your feet and don't touch the ball, please. Use the line. In, please, Black. Time off.
Bayswater just foxing there, looking like they wanted the time off there. UWA complaining back the other way. We didn't get time off with our
Okay,
injured
mate?
man. All a little bit of semantics, really.
Okay, down. Yeah. Cool.
But a little bit of a drinks break will come their way.
There's only a minute now. Time back on.
So time
Water
back
off.
on here. Scores 24-6. Favour of UWA.
Let's get these
Just
off.
got to get some water bottles off. Bayswater win this one cleanly off the top. They fire the ball really wide early. Not too much support over the ruck, but they managed to hold on. Still pushing wider ever so. It's exactly where they want to be on the coast.
No,
They've got plenty of ball runners lined up, but no turnover. He goes straight over the top.
I'll keep
Too
an
many
eye on
ball
both of
runners
you,
set up
sir.
for Bayswater, not enough blowing over the ruck, securing their own ball.
Okay, I'll keep an eye on it, yeah.
Launching the kick into touch, Bayswater just inside, UWA find their way inside the 22. And with another attacking opportunity and to push this lead even further.
Okay, Black. Just step off that gap. Yeah. Okay. Step off, step off, step off.
An absolute mess of a line out, and Bayswater steal it at the front and charge back to halfway. Support arrives, need to get over the top. Plenty of players out to the left. They fire through the first couple of hands. Doesn't quite go to Veve, so it has to be cleaned up. Marcia to ground 40
Stay on.
out from their own line. Rush defense good from UWA. There's lots of pressure on the pickup here. Payne did well. Bayswater want it wide. Beating the first. Solid little run up to halfway. Believe it's Veach. Masaya. Static ball. Just has to take contact himself. Veach again. Higo tries another turnover. Couldn't get on this time. Now a big crash ball, Kandi. Thornley brought to ground, losing a metre or two, so Bayswater have slowed down from their initial little burst. Veve, skip ball, opportunity wide, pops good, and then hopping over nicely.
Advantage.
High tackle advantage now, Bayswater with an opportunity.
Tackle. And ball carrier is going to his knees, so it's penalty only, but high tackle.
So a rare 2 mistakes and a half for Jack Bromley.
No, not yet. Yeah. It's last play.
UWA keep this one in. That's a beautiful piece of hands. Surely a shoulder charge
No
there.
arms.
Yeah, now advantage comes, and then a late hit comes again. Now there could be some serious talks here. Has been absolutely done here, Aidan Shorthall.
Just
He's copped a shoulder charge and then a late shoulder charge.
guys, step back.
And I think he's definitely earned the right to milk that one on the floor a little bit there. But we're going to have to come have a chat. listening to the referee, see what they got.
Yeah, neither do I, but just seeing here, I've got no arms. It's just foul play penalty only, and I've got the same here as well, unless you've different indicator card. No, okay, penalty only here, and a chat with captain. Jake, mate, both those are penalty only. If it's continuing, we're going to go.
So it looks like the referee's
Just
saying
have
both
have
are
a chat
foul
with your
play.
guys about repeat
He's going to leave with his forearm over there.
Yeah, but you have a chat with your guys about repeat infringements.
Looks like there'll be penalty only for both. Very, very lucky there, in my opinion, Perth Bayswater. If you've got two foul play incidents like that, second one normally is going to have to go.
It's last play. Penalty.
I'll just let you know now that he's out of control. Without putting someone in the bin, it's going
Yeah, mate, I'll take care of it.
UWA line out on the Perth Bayswater 40.
One.
Forster
Advantage.
fires. Advantage offside again.
Time off, time off.
And now we're going to have a serious chat, I believe. Bayswater need to keep themselves under wrap. That was a little bit of a late shoulder on Forster again.
We talked about this 2 seconds ago. This is repeat infringement. The ball is, and then he's played the man.
So another yellow card the way of Bayswater. They need to keep themselves under wraps here.
Are they yellow?
Otherwise they're going to fall into quite the deficit later in this game.
Late tackle.
It's Dante Tatafu,
Scrum.
who will be in the bin.
Yes, sir, yeah. The other one's back on.
First yellow card returns for Perth Bayswater. But they're still down to 14 minutes. They've just had a second one sent. UWA win the penalty. And they're going to go the scrum and try and get even more out of the referee here. Ball's out. Flanker shoots. Chance down the wing. O'Sullivan calls his winger on the inside and gets taken into touch. Now turnover comes Bayswater way. They're going to start running down the line. Onto the boot it is. Higo has to bravely take this one on head on. Beats the first two, but then wrapped up by Bayswater's captain. And UWA send this one into touch and will take half time. It's 24 points to 6. We'll see you right back with our second half.